Oh, hey there, guys. What's going on? Fears, audience, I have got something very special planned for today. It's a secret. And Carrie would be so jealous about this secret and where I'm going today. So come with me on this adventure. It's vlogging time. Let's morph. Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. We got a very exciting vlog today. If you haven't been able to tell by the title, my good buddy Kevin Calber, he's a St. Louis actor. He was based in St. Louis and now he made the big move to California. He's flown back for a couple of days and he's going to be working on a film, I believe. I don't know what the film is called. I don't know what it's called, but he invited me to the set, and I said, hey, do you mind if I get an interview? And he said, absolutely not, Fierce. He's like, go for it. He's like, you can interview me. And he's like, and he invited me. He's like, why don't you come to the set and, we can just hang out because we haven't hung out since Contamination. And I was like, I'd love to. So that's going to be fun. And that's what I meant. I was like, man, Carrie's going to be so jealous. And I thought about calling and telling Carrie about it, but I was like, I can't be that mean, I'm like, Carrie's my friend, but she's like obsessed with Kevin Calber. So yeah, we're gonna go hang out with Kevin Calber for a little bit, and then go get something to eat, and then maybe get a little workout in. But I thought I would just do a little vlog, see what I could get on video. We have arrived at Denny's. Just a quick breakfast. And I also wanted to say something. A lot of people think I eat out way too much. I don't eat out too much. I just eat out whenever I'm like in the vlogs. Any other time I'm not vlogging, I bring my lunch, to work, and I eat at home. I just wanted to address that issue because someone said something one time in the comments, and I was like, really, do I have to express myself about this? But I'm like, I guess I do. This is why I love Denny's. $2 meals, $4 meals, $6 meals, $8 meals. Check this out. Biscuits and gravy breakfast. 2 eggs. Sausage gravy, hash browns. It's like not too big of a breakfast, but not too little. And it's only $4. just hope I can, you know, film on set. If they say no, guys, then I can't do it, you know. But Kevin did say that I could get an interview out of him, so that I know I'll get for sure. This place that they're filming at is way out in St. Charles, Missouri. As you can see, cornfields out there, way out in the middle of fucking nowhere. If I remember right, I think it's a Superman fan film. I think that's what Kevin wrote on his Facebook. I believe so. Don't quote me on that, but I'm about 95% positive on that. I read his Facebook post that he was shooting, you know, back in St. Louis, or near St. Louis, because this is out in St. Charles. But St. Charles is about 25-30 minutes away from St. Louis, something like that. And I read all that on his Facebook post. So I'm pretty sure it's like a fan-made Superman. But he said it's got, like, you know, quite a big production. So we'll see whenever we get there. I'm here on set, but I have no idea where the hell he is. I have no clue. So this is going to be a challenge to find him, because this is like kind of like on an Air Force base. Like, I didn't know it was an Air Force base, but I'm going to try and find him. So let's hope. I got an invitation. I got to be really quiet because they're filming a scene, but I did find Kevin. He's right over there in the Superman costume, so I was right. They are doing a Superman fan film, and it's kind of cool to be back on set. I haven't been on a set in quite a while, and it's like an old Army Air Force base. I'm going to take a couple pictures and get some video before I leave, but I don't know when I can go up to him, so I'm just going to kind of hang out on the sides. We're going to go talk to Kevin real quick. Kevin, real quick, say hi to my fans. Tell them what we're doing.
What's up, guys? We are out here in Portage de Sioux filming Supermen World War, a fan film about Superman himself, and I'm the lucky guy that gets to play Superman.
So, when's it coming out?
It comes out, it debuts March 30th at the Zax Theater in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, so we're going to do an interview later. This is going to be on my vlog channel, so it's going to be on the vlog channel, and we're going to do an interview, but he's been doing good. How many?
Sweet, he might get a little bit of footage of us, but that's between us. Between us. But, how many scenes have you shot, and how's it been going? So it has been it's been a wild ride. This is day 5 of shooting. We wrap out tomorrow. We're out here at the Air Force commemorative base. Johnny here is going to get some cool footage of the base. It's amazing. Looks like World War II era.
It does.
The production quality. We got a great team. Great
I already got some pictures of it, but I'm going to let you get changed for the next scene.
All right. I got a Superman has to disrobe. It's time for Clark Kent to take action.
Exactly. So I'm going to get out of here. All right, buddy. Thanks. Awesome. All right, cool. I just wanted to get him before before he switched out of the Superman suit, because right when I got here, he was shooting a scene and I had to be really quiet, and they're pretty cool. And I asked him, I said, hey, is it okay if because Kevin invited me, and they're like, dude, we're totally a cool set. It's a fan-made film. It's not a big ass huge production. I mean, it's huge for Missouri, but they said it's not like Hollywood or whatever. So they said, go ahead and get some of the base. Go ahead and. So I'm going to try and get as much as I can, but I'm going to be totally respectful. But Kevin's one of my good friends. I interviewed him a couple times at some conventions. He's like, dude, come on out. He's like, we'll get some cool footage. So while he's changing, I'm going to go around and get some footage of the base. Check this out. Look at these cool planes. This is amazing. This is awesome. That's pretty sweet. These planes are awesome. And they're massive too, man. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just getting some pictures and some videos of these old things. So they're really cool.
Oh, please, that's what they're there for.
Look at that gun, man. Whoo! That gun could tear you up. That's insane. These are pretty cool. The base goes out for miles. There's one of the towers over there. There's one of the airstrips. We get some more planes over here. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. They got some old planes here. They got some new planes. It's pretty sweet. We are on set. What's your name?
Morgan.
Morgan and
Justin.
Justin. So Justin, you are what are you on this?
I'm the sound guy mainly. I do the boom op and some other sound stuff.
And Morgan?
So I'm an extra, so I play a Nazi super soldier.
Okay, so you play a Nazi, and so I didn't see what it's all about on Kevin's post. So just tell my fans, it is a Superman fan film, but what is basically the storyline? What's happening in this film?
Okay, so right now the storyline is basically it's World War II era.
So 1930s.
1940s.
I'm sorry, 1940s. Yes.
1940s. So just everything with Germany and Hitler and everything like that.
Okay.
So basically what happens is we have Superman and Lois. Well, so of course how it is in the comics, they're a reporter, and then of course his love interest and everything like that.
So you're going back. You're going to like the origins, like when it very first like started, because like when they very first started the comics, it was all about like World War II, Nazis killing Germans, like him defending like America.
Yeah,
I love that. That's cool.
That's
awesome.
where we're at.
That's awesome.
And then so basically what happens is Hitler tries to create basically the best soldiers he can to go against Superman and everything and take over the world.
Okay.
So basically he creates these Nazi super soldiers that he would believe to be a best match for Superman.
Okay.
Which
we all know that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not even going to happen. And so
Superman could just go like that with his finger and like launch him 100 yards.
Go flying.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. So, and how many scenes did your Nazi soldier have?
So as of right now, we are doing one scene. Well, we did a few scenes earlier today.
Okay.
And we're hoping to get one done later, where it's like a giant fight scene with the Nazi super soldiers and Superman.
That's really cool, because when I just got here, they were shooting a scene just right over there, guys.
Yes.
And I had to wait right here. I was real quiet, and I just kind of turned on the camera, and I just kind of hit it on me, saying, "Hey guys, I don't know when I can talk to Kevin, but I'm like, I don't want to interrupt him." I said, it's been a long time since I've been on a film set, because my fans know that I went to film school. So one of these days, I'd love to work on stuff like this, or get out to Hollywood. I'm a little afraid to go out there.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying my best. Like I shoot my things. I'm up to 1,000 guys, so I'm working hard. And so, so you said your department is sound.
Yeah, I mainly do the sound stuff and boom opping.
And do you work on the music too? Is there going to be any music in the film?
That's not my department.
Okay.
But I'm mainly doing the on-site sounds and basically dialogue and all the other stuff.
And how's it all been going? Like, script pretty good and all that?
It's been going great. I haven't read most of the script and kind of just getting surprised every day with new stuff. Yesterday we did the Hitler scene, and the guy we got with him, he's a very, very strong performance. I almost went deaf in one ear because of how...
That's awesome.
Well,
because Kevin was telling me this is day 5. So how have the rest of the shoots been, like from day 1 to day 4?
It's been going well, I would say, and right now we're doing a lot of the action stuff now. Today we're saving that for the rest. Before we've been doing a lot of the dialogue stuff, the stuff to get out of the way. Yesterday we had some stuff in a movie theater to shoot, and then we have some other stuff.
That's awesome.
No, these really last 2 days is the fun stuff. We do the fight stuff.
I mean, how could you not have fun on an old base with like tons of like ancient aircrafts and stuff?
No, definitely.
I was walking around taking pictures. I was like, I'm not even a part of this, and it's dope.
It's still really cool.
So I'm gonna get as much behind the scenes as I can, guys. I'm gonna try and get an interview with Kevin later. He promised me. But wonderful to meet you guys.
You too.
And we'll see what else comes later on in the day. Alex, how we doing?
Hi.
This is a familiar face.
Hello, guys.
We're both YouTubers.
Yes, we are.
How is the YouTube channel going?
It is going. I filmed in the airport today, but
Nice.
I have to edit that. So yeah.
And you and Kevin are together, and how's it been going? Well,
It's been good. I get on his nerves. He loves me.
well, I mean, that's what a great girlfriend is supposed to do. I mean, yeah. And we're on set, and he's been doing really good. He told me this is day 5, and this is your first time in Missouri, right?
First time ever.
Liking it so far?
Yeah, I mean, from what I see so far.
Now, guys, don't be afraid. I told Alex that there's more than this.
More than this.
More than
Yes,
this.
So did Kevin's sister.
Yes, go into St. Louis, the Arch. There's great bars. There's great dinner. And how long have you been on set now?
Here. Oh, just for like a few hours.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to some food. I did not eat much in the airport.
Go ahead and plug your channel, and plug the channel, and then tell them what next video is to come.
Okay, hi guys, I'm Alex Demar. You can find me, Alex Demar, on YouTube. And the next video is probably going to be a jumbled up vlog from this trip, or a story time, I'm not sure, because I have weird things happen to me all the time, so I just talk about them.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Yeah, that's what people want.
Exactly. And we just became friends because we've only been on Facebook for what?
We didn't just become friends, we're internet friends.
They were filming. We had to shh real quiet. So let's continue on. So go ahead and plug your stuff.
Okay, hi guys. Alex Demar on YouTube, Alex Demar with 2 R's on Instagram, because somebody has the name Alex Demar and like
How dare
doesn't use it. It's like an inactive account. I'm like, hold on, I'm Alex DeMar, but it's fine. So 2 R's.
Well, you wouldn't believe how many fake John Fears accounts they have out there.
Really?
Oh yes.
Many.
John Fears is a Nazi. John Fears is an idiot. I have many haters.
Wow.
So yeah.
Those are bad words.
Yes, they are.
Those are very bad words.
But thank you for being in the vlog. And one more time, so they can, all your stuff is under that name.
Alex DeMar on YouTube. Alex DeMar with 2 R's on Instagram, and Alex DeMar with 3 R's on Twitter.
Nice. Nice.
Thank you. I'm gonna get bitten by an ant.
We are getting bit by ants.
There are ants on the ground. I gotta get up.
But thanks. Yeah, we gotta get up. But thank you. Wonderful to meet you.
Great to meet you finally.
Yeah, finally.
I'm so happy to be one of your vlogs.
Yes. And now she just subscribed, guys. So we appreciate it.
Yeah. Now we're internet friends.
Well, what happened was we were internet friends first, then we became YouTube friends, then when I found out you were dating my friend Kevin, then Facebook friends, and now I said, oh, you forgot to subscribe. She did subscribe, so now we're all good.
So now we're all the friends.
Exactly.
Every version of the friends.
Exactly.
Every single one.
And since we were talking about trolls, I've had a hard time dealing with trolls, and I've been trying to do my best. How do you deal with hate on YouTube?
Oh, that's funny. I do get hate, and when
I've been trying to really deal with it.
I usually just ignore it, but if it's something really, really funny, like mean, but I just laugh it off. Because honestly, it's like, why are you sitting on your computer writing mean stuff? Like, you could be reading a book.
Yeah, the two
petting your dog.
The 2 main ones that they have. One time, I love Halloween. I don't know about you. I love Halloween.
That's my favorite holiday.
Exactly. So I was filming a vlog at a pumpkin patch, and I bought a pumpkin. Next thing you know, I fuck pumpkins. I'm a pumpkin fucker. That was one thing they said. Another one, since my family is from England, they just automatically assume that John Fears is a Nazi. So those are the 2 things I hate. But I've been trying to not deal with the hate. I've been trying to ignore it like you do. It's hard sometimes.
The pumpkin thing, you know what I would say? I'm the best pumpkin fucker out there.
I am.
I love all the pumpkins. That's what I would say.
I love those stems, those green stems.
I would say that.
The depth, the quality.
Alex DeMar says, I'm the best. Just be the best of everything. It's fine.
Stems are great.
Yeah.
She likes the stems too, right?
Totally.
Green ones.
I told Kevin I want to take him pumpkin picking. Really bad. He's like, what? I'm like, we're going to go apple picking, pumpkin picking. He hates me. It's fine.
But see, that's what girlfriends are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like the guys irritate the girls and the girls irritate the guys.
Totally.
All right, we're going to get back on set, guys. Later.
Bye, guys.
All done, guys, filming. Lois, how did it go?
It went well.
Went well. And the last scene was the plane scene. Now we're moving on to the fight scene. And are you in this fight scene?
I'm not in this fight scene, but I was in a lot of important scenes up until the fight scene.
Okay, we already know Kevin's character because I got an interview with him earlier. What is your character? Explain for the fans.
Well, my character is, I'm playing Private Donald Callahan, and Donald Callahan is actually a proxy Jimmy Olsen.
Okay, cool.
In real life, the director's grandfather and the producer's father is named Donald Callahan.
Oh, that's awesome that they kind of tied that in.
Yeah. I'm basically playing their father in period, when he was actually in the Rainbow Division in the 45 end of the World War.
Awesome.
And I'm using his original
photography. This is his original bag from that era.
His original bag, his original camera.
All right, let me just zoom in, kind of get a...
Sure.
That's pretty awesome, man.
A little bit of history there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you used his original glasses?
I'm not sure if these are original frames or not.
No, the ones that you're wearing, is that his originals?
Oh, these are my personal.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
For the sake of the character, for our wonderful viewers on YouTube,
yes,
this is essentially the look for Private Don.
Nice. I'm liking it, man.
I think those were his glasses.
That was his glasses?
Yeah.
Okay. Just got done with the Clark Kent scene. Kevin, tell him how it went.
Went great. We wrapped it out. That was the final scene of the movie. It was exciting. We got to shoot on that beauty over there.
Right over there, guys.
Super cool. The production quality is great. Everybody out here at the Air Force commemorative base is amazing.
You said you've been here this is day 5. I've only been here 2 hours. Nicest people ever.
Yeah, day 5. It's we're getting a lot in. We're trying to make a feature film in 6 days total. Tomorrow's the last day.
I also met your girl Alex. Totally cool. She subscribed to my channel.
She's
very awesome.
Something, isn't
and
she?
you know what? I wish you guys the best. It's awesome, man.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
And I even made a joke. I was like telling her, if she's got any hot friends, hook Fears up, you know?
Oh, she does.
Awesome.
No, I didn't say that. No,
it's going to happen, guys. Littleton, how we doing?
What's going on, boss?
What is your thing on the actual shoot?
Visual consultant / camera operator, one of the camera operators.
Oh, nice.
Yes, sir.
And how's the first 5 days been going?
First 5 days have been very adventurous. We've been getting a lot of ambitious shots and everything. Everything's been
Superman versus Nazis. It's always a good thing when you're kicking Nazis' ass.
All day, yes.
While we're waiting for the director, because we don't know how to get to the next scene, so we're all like in a convoy waiting for the director. So I got some time here, guys. I was going to ask Lilton, what is the main cast? So Kevin plays
plays Superman and Clark Kent.
Okay.
And then Carrie, she plays Lois Lane.
Okay.
Charlie plays Don, who's an actual real war.
Yes, and I just interviewed him in the vlog a couple of scenes ago.
Yes, and he's awesome. And then you have Scott Dunn. He's not here today. He's playing Hitler.
Okay. And
a few other awesome people that's playing American soldiers and Nazis.
Morgan plays. He played an extra as a Nazi, and I talked with him a little bit. I talked with him, and basically. What is going to entail in this next fight scene?
This next fight scene, we've already shot. The Nazis have pretty much shot.
Now, are these just pickup shots, or is this?
No, this. So
we're going to film the whole fight.
We're going to get the whole fight.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's going to be multi-camera action and everything.
Awesome.
The Nazis have basically kidnapped Lois Lane.
All right.
Took Don, and they jumped Superman. Now he's fighting off the Nazis and everything, the super soldiers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's going to be a super soldier versus a Superman fight.
And what would you say, about Kevin? He's the coolest guy.
Man.
We actually became friends about a year ago at a convention, and I got to do an awesome interview with him. And he was telling about all of his projects, he's worked in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thor, doing stunt work in Thor. Now this, then he did a Punisher fan film. He did a whole bunch of stuff. So got anything to say to Kevin? Because Kevin's gonna watch this later.
Oh yeah, okay. So Kevin, this is the first official time I've met you. We've been Facebook friends for a while.
Yeah.
And I actually edited a video of yours about a year or so ago.
Yeah.
I just want to say it's a pleasure to have been worked with you, and you're an awesome dude. Keep it up, man.
He's pretty cool.
Man, we're gonna see you in some amazing films coming soon. I know it.
I wish him nothing but the best because, man, not only is he a good friend, he's a good actor, and right, I didn't even have to ask him. Right after we did that interview a year ago, he's like, "Hey, John," he's like, "You on Facebook? You on YouTube? You on Instagram?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude," he's like, "We gotta do a collab video one of these days." He's like, "I'd love to work with you some more." He goes, "But plus," he goes, "I think you're a cool guy. Love to be your friend." And I was like blown away. I was like, "Wow!" I'm like,
"Oh, he's a good dude, man."
I'm like, I've only been talking at this guy at his booth for like 20 minutes, but we just kind of connected, and we were like, man. And I hung out with him almost the entire convention. Almost.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, I did some other interviews, but I did hang out with him most of the time, and we've been friends ever since.
Nice deal, man. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah,
he's serious about his craft. He really takes the roles to a whole nother level, and he brings something to the set, man. It's just
what's really cool is I was telling other people, not only does he do big things, this is just a little fanboy Superman thing, and he has given his all. But that's what it is. It's the passion, it's the drive. You know what I'm saying? There he is, Kevin. Kevin's about to come to set.
Look at that walk.
Yeah. Well, he's in his Clark Kent outfit, so. Now, is he going to be Clark Kent in this next scene, or is he going to be, or are we going to see him rip open the shirt and be Superman? So before he fights the Nazis.
I think this is where he rips it off and everything, and fights him, and it's revealed that he is Superman.
See, guys, I'd love to get that on camera, but we cannot. We can't. Maybe I can get a picture with him holding his shirt open.
Oh yeah, we can probably make that happen.
Something, but I told him, I was like, I'm not going to film any scenes when he's actually acting, because not only do I want to get in trouble, but I respect the set.
We appreciate that.
I respect the set, but Kevin said, go buck wild and film as much as you want behind the scenes. And the director said it too. I was like, oh, sweet. Because I got their permission. Because I have a friend that works in Hollywood, and he said, you can't take any pictures and film on set unless the director says it's okay.
Yes,
and
sir.
So I did. And he was like, oh, well, if you're a friend of Kevin, go buck wild.
Oh yeah, man.
And I was like, sweet. This is the big fight scene between Clark Kent, about to be Superman, and the Nazis. And then, are you in the scene?
Yeah, I'm one of the Nazis.
You're one of the Nazis. And all these guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you guys know that in character, you got to be like, I'm going to take Superman down. But in actuality, there's no way in hell that you guys are going to take Superman down.
No way. He just throws us around like rag dolls.
Like tissue paper.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, does he rip open the shirt in this scene, and you see the S?
Well, we can't really tell you that right away.
That's true, because it's all behind the scenes. Because
You don't really know when Superman's going to show up, but when he does, you know.
Exactly.
You know.
And to be honest, Kevin only told me this about last night. He just told me like little bits and bobs, but I've been really like I was talking to the director, and he said, "I admire you, John, for being respectful to the set." And I said, "Well, I went up to him and asked. I said, it's okay if I take." He goes, "Only behind the scenes stuff." And he goes, "Because I'll probably give a copy of it to him." And he said, "I really appreciate you not filming anything like when they're acting." I said, I'm an actor and a filmmaker too, and I have total respect for the filmmaking process, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's cool. I can't wait to see it, man. It's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
Because from what Kevin told me about this fight scene, I was like, I'm looking forward to this. Kicking some Nazi ass.
Well, it's definitely going to be action-packed cut to cut. I mean,
sweet.
It's going to be nasty.
And that's a pretty cool jacket.
Oh, yeah. It's all legit.
And where did all these props come from?
They're all... They're all, I guess you could say, used in previous...
Well, and they rented them, right?
Yeah, they rent them. You know, some people, they're handed down.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's tough to find this stuff anymore.
It is.
It's some era pieces, but...
Awesome. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've been getting kind of interviews, you know, with everybody. Superman World... What is it called? I'm sorry. World War?
Superman World War.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Kevin just told me about this last night. So
okay.
Superman World War. He gave me like a 20-second version, but I get the gist of it. It's basically Superman and Lois like kicking Nazi butt.
Yeah.
That's all you guys need to know.
Nazi butt? What are you talking about?
Oh man,
he
plays the Nazi. I shouldn't have said that. Spoke too soon.
I played the guy that kicked his ass.
That's the guy that kicks his ass. I do.
No, I kick his
Well, no, don't you guys both? You guys both in the film kick his ass, right?
We both do some ass kicking.
Did you? I don't think you kicked his ass. I kicked his ass.
Exactly. So,
I helped.
Tell how you guys had two scenes over at the airstrip. Well, at least you had at least two scenes whenever I was there.
Okay.
I showed up about 2 or 3 hours ago. So you had the scene where you guys were going into the plane, and then you had the scenes like Kevin had the scene like out in the field.
Right.
And were you in that scene too?
No.
Okay, so that was so you just had one whenever I came. So
right.
How did the scene go when you guys were getting into the plane?
It went really well. Flubbed a few lines, but that's kind of
the course. I noticed that, but I couldn't film it. But you just rolled with it because everyone was laughing, and I thought that was pretty funny. And this is the day 5, right?
Yes.
And so essentially, like you said, Lois is kind of like stingy and kind of mad, but explain to the audience, because they don't know what it is yet, why is she mad and so stingy? Because is she mad at Clark, or is she just mad at the whole situation, or what's going on?
She is kind of sick of guys telling her it's a man's war.
And
so she comes in with an attitude.
Well, and you also told me like she's sick and tired of like people like, you know, a woman can't be a journalist, you know.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
and it's a man's world, and like only like Clark,
and we do cover that in a few.
And only like Clark Kent and like, you know, Jimmy Olsen and stuff can be like reporters and stuff. And then Lois is like, no, that's bullshit.
Oh yeah, I get a lot of like just a lot of glaring. I feel like I'm glaring and rolling my eyes a lot.
Now, is there any scenes where like Lois and Clark are like happy?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Because I was like, I'm just telling my fans, I'm like, she's not all mean, guys. I promise you.
I kind of feel like she gets kind of angry and kind of. You
know, then she cheers up.
Puffs up in Germany or in France. We're in France.
Okay.
And then we get kidnapped and go to Germany. So she kind of has this attitude because she knows what she's going into, this man's war.
And so you're not in this fight scene?
No, but I have a fight scene later.
But basically other people were telling me that they shoot Superman. They think he's dead.
Yeah.
Because I guess they don't know that he's Superman, and he's just covered in bullet holes. And then I asked if does he rip open the shirt?
I honestly don't know,
they said they couldn't tell me, but I mean it's Superman, so I think they may open it up.
I don't know. I cannot tell you because
I know, and I said we can't say anything about the actual shoot because I'm being totally respectful. I told the director, I said I will only film behind the scenes, and I'm letting my audience know that tons of times because I don't want the audience to think that I shot some stuff.
Yeah.
You know, when they were acting. Absolutely not. But I'm hot.
Do you see all the sweat?
I see the sweat. You're hot. Everybody's hot. But see, the fans out there could take it two ways. They could be like, you know, like we're sweating, or hey, we're really hot. All right, yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys.
See, I'm a goofball. I just try and make the vlogs fun. But yeah, they're just doing a fight scene there. It's actually going really well. This was take 3. They're just trying to figure out how Kevin can
stand on his legs, and because when he shoots up and hits them, they want the stunt guys to be flying off of him like in midair. So they're trying to figure it out. So anyway, this is a cool setup here. See, this is what Fears needs. I need some shit like this, man. 4K camera assist. I used to have all these toys, guys, back in film school. How's the shoot going?
Oh, it's going.
All right,
just letting them do the fight scene, and
so we're still in the fight scene. We're almost done though, right?
Yeah, we should be.
All right, cool. Awesome. And where are we?
We're in the middle of St. Charles somewhere.
Yeah, I couldn't remember where in St. Charles, guys, but it's in the middle of nowhere in St. Charles. But we were in some type of county though.
We were in St. Charles County.
Yeah, that's what it was. Because St. Charles and St. Charles counties, there's two different places. So I was trying to be as accurate as possible.
This is the outskirts of St. Charles.
Outskirts of St. Charles. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. And I've lived here for almost all my life, but I don't really come out to St. Charles much because it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm from St. Charles, and I grew up right by the Boeing plant.
See?
No idea this area.
See? You're from St. Charles, and you have no idea where the hell we are.
Exactly.
So these are the rifles. And I don't know what type of rifle it is, but we're using rifles.
They're replicas from World War II.
Replicas?
We got from the St. Charles. St. Charles
St. Charles County Airport.
Cool.
So, Air Force?
replica weapons from World War II. So machine gun.
I don't think that's a machine gun.
I thought that was a machine gun, right? Oh.
SMG looks like.
I thought it was a machine gun. That's a rifle for sure. I don't know what that is. And then that's a bigger rifle.
A big scary rifle.
Big scary rifle. See, I like that. See, whenever you don't know, when in depth, just improvise.
That looked like that before.
Just improvise.
Yeah.
When in depth and improvise. We are in between shots. I have the director here, Donald Callahan. How you doing, sir?
Hey, good. How about yourself?
I'm doing really good. Thank you so much for allowing me to be on set.
Hey, man. Anybody that's on board, ready to see some magic happen. That's
it
what
was
we're about.
awesome, and I wanted to thank you, and I appreciate my friend Kevin. He contacted me last night. He's like, hey, you want to come on? He's like, I know you vlog. I know you do YouTube videos.
Right.
Like, get some behind the scenes. And he goes, but plus, I just want to hang out, man, because we haven't hung out in a long time.
Right. Sure. Yeah. I mean,
like,
friends
sweet.
are friends, right? Yeah.
Exactly. So a lot of people have been telling me like the basic of the story. Did you write the concept of it?
Well, the concept was kind of between me and my father, Jeff Callahan.
Okay.
It was like down like in California where we were on the road and we're just talking about what can we do for my grandfather because a couple years ago he passed away.
And your grandfather was in World War II?
Yeah, he actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he actually served for being a World War photographer.
That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So and it's just happened so that we meshed with my love of Superman and his love and our love for our grandfather, and we wanted to make this a memorial that we can actually.
So a little bit of a tribute to him.
Yes,
that's cool, man.
And then also not just that, but a tribute to the 1930 Superman that nobody's ever did.
When the comics first came out, so
Yeah.
I really admire you for not only tributing your grandfather, but for all the loyal fans of Superman.
Yeah.
And so this is day 5.
Day 5. Yeah.
And so how many more days of the shoot do we have to do?
Yeah. This is yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, that's what's really important because we really wanted to stay true to it. So.
How many more days on the shoot do you have to go?
See, we got one more day with Kevin just to do some pickups, but otherwise, we'll go through probably till late November just to get everything that we need for picture wraps.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then the film will be out, March 30th for the premiere of anybody that helped out and cast and crew. So.
Well, I should be able to come, guys, because I told him I'm going to give him a copy of all this behind the scenes. I was vlogging, but I was like, now it's technically behind the scenes footage.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm going to give him a copy. So yeah, if you want to invite me, I'll come, man. And I think Kevin was going to give me an invite anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Come along and enjoy the party.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. And how many more shoots have we got tonight?
Tonight this is the last find.
This is the last.
Yeah, we had like a little bit of a hiccup throughout the morning and stuff, but still, we pushed through.
But you guys got most of it done.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and then what's really lovely about this is that the St. Louis independent filmmakers are the most dedicated people, and they don't get enough credit for what they do.
Yeah.
Just like veterans, and we really want to idolize the best of the people that I worked with, and especially with Kevin and everybody that I worked with in the St. Louis independent film industry.
Well, it's funny that you said that. I told Kevin off camera, I said, I admire him for moving out to LA. I was like, I'm kind of scared to move out. I want to. It just is, I don't have enough money right now.
Right.
And so that's why I started the YouTube thing. And the YouTube thing took off a little bit, but I'm still going to just keep chase my dream now.
Well, there was always one thing that I always learned throughout life is that even though things get scary, you know, you just gotta take one little step at a time and not do the whole dang thing.
I was kind of sheltered a lot, you know, as a kid, so I have a hard time sometimes accepting new things in my life.
Yeah.
I've gotten better at it, but one of these days I promised myself I gotta make that jump out to
Absolutely.
LA, and I'm gonna do it as soon as I have enough money.
Yeah, and I know for me, I was a sheltered kid too because at the age of 3, I was diagnosed with pediatric stroke. I couldn't talk to nobody. Yeah, so you know, just trying to deal with it. But I always had that belief in the fantasy world because that's all I could ever think. So Superman was my first
I love
love.
everything about movies. I love nerd stuff like Superman.
Well, guys, that was the end of the film shoot, and I just want to take this opportunity to thank my good friend Kevin for allowing me on the set, the director Donald. Thank you so much, sir. It was very nice to meet you. I think everyone's going to enjoy your fanboy Superman World War II film. From what I saw, it looked amazing, dude. And thank you so much to the rest of the cast and the crew. It was really awesome. And what's really cool is that they're going to give me a PA, a production assistant label. It's going to be in the credits because while I was on set, not only was I like, you know, talking and hanging out with my good buddy Kevin, but I thought, you know what? Fears will lend a hand. So I did lend a hand. And also, I'm going to give a copy of all this behind the scenes footage to the director. So that's why they're giving me a PA thing in the film. So I was honored when they told me that. They said, you know, you think you're such a cool guy, and not only were you here to, like, you know, visit your buddy Kevin, but you also, like, chipped in and helped out. And I was like, well, yeah, of course. I'm like, I'm not just going to stand there and not help you guys. Like, that's just how I was raised, you know, like, when in need, just lend a hand. So I really wanted to thank you guys, and it was a great day. Turn off those lights. It was a fun day, though. It was a really fun day. I hadn't been on a film set in quite a while, so it was nice of my good buddy Kevin to allow me on set and get a little Hollywood. I think the last time I was on a film set was back, you know, in my film school days, and that was back in 2010. So it was really cool to get back on set. And I got a couple of behind the scenes photos, a couple of you know, videos behind the scenes, but I did get permission. I just want to let you guys know that. I asked Kevin and I asked the director, and they're like, yeah, just take pictures of behind the scenes stuff. Like, we don't care about that. Just don't take a picture like while they're acting. And so I said, no problem. No problem whatsoever. But it was a lot of fun, man, and I think you guys will get a kick out of it because you guys weren't expecting this. I wasn't expecting it either because, you know, Kevin just kind of wrote me the other night on Facebook and was like, hey, Fierce, like, I've you know, I haven't been in St. Louis in a good minute, but I'm coming into town, and I'm going to be, like, in downtown St. Louis, and we're going to do a little bit in, like, St. Charles. Like, you want to come on set? I was like, hell yeah, man. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm like, I'm totally down. So it was so cool of him to do that. Kevin's a good guy. He's a good friend, a loyal friend, and a really good person. So anyway, as always, guys, we are closing the night off at the coffee shop. So this is John Fears, and I will see you guys on the flip side. All right, bye.